and the last one doesn't count. Can always get that one done. Now, leave me alone and let me suffer.
How do you do?
Hello team, welcome back to the channel. You join me on week 4 of no running and also week 4 of building up the bike fitness. So yes, I'm maintaining fitness quite well. I'm incorporating some skipping to try and keep the run kind of elasticity in the legs, but no running because of this hamstring problem. I'll come to that later, but today let's focus on the session, which is week 4, a tempo session of a plan I'm doing, the Build Me Up FTP plan. This is going to be the hardest session I've done in this build since I've sort of really refocused on cycling. I've focused on running since Christmas and my cycling form was woefully bad. So the injury has given me an opportunity to build my cycling back up, and it does feel like it's in a much better place. But the legs are still quite not proper cycling bike legs yet. So what is the session? Well, here we are on the warm-up, and as I said, probably the hardest session I've done for a good while. It's not really hard on the big scheme of things, but for me, on the current fitness and where I am with bike training, yeah, it's quite hard. I've managed the last few workouts of this plan to actually not reduce the FTP bias. I managed to do the sessions at the prescribed FTP, even though I've not done an FTP test, and I suspect my actual FTP is not as high as it's set. I should say it's a bit less because I'm just not bike fit. So it's set around 240 watts, probably more like 220 watts FTP. It's getting lower and lower as I get older and older. Anyway, that's the session. I'll let you see it there on the screen. Some tempo intervals, kind of sweet spot. Moving into some more meaty intervals there, 235 watts, yeah. Quite sustained as well, 6 minutes worth. That's gonna bite. I've not been around that intensity for more than a minute. I don't know what's going on with this plan. It's kind of kicked into action on week 4. Best I get my act together and get this done. 2 sets in. Yeah, it's just the right kind of training stimulus, I think, while I'm hovering around 210 watts, comfortably uncomfortable. I'm a bit wary what's coming, which is effectively 15 minutes between 210 235 watts continuous with no break for recoveries. Like now I've got 2-minute recoveries. So yeah, back end of this session is really meaty. Okay, midway through this set at 210 watts. Breathing is okay, heart rate bubbling around 144. It's the legs just not properly conditioned, but we're getting there. I'm not complaining. Over 4 weeks there's been a significant improvement with the way the legs have responded. Just not there yet. Yes, this is going to be a challenge, but you got this. Basically 2 sets of 14 minutes alternating zone 3, zone 4, which is, yeah, the hardest sort of intensity that I'll have tackled since January. And it's June now. Shit. I'm gonna give it a go. I may have to lower the FTP bias and intensity. Come along for the ride. Yeah. Whoop whoop. This would be a challenge if it was just 210 watts continual, but yo-yo with 235 for me at this stage is going to be hard. Right, first block of 3 minutes down. Heart rate 147, I'm rising. 6 minutes, 235. Here we go. Gotta remember, these intensities are based on my FTP, which was set when I was fitter. So it's actually okay to reduce the intensity and the FTP bias. but let's see how far I can go. Heart rate 150 already. Let's just sit there and keep it smooth. Okay, 1 minute in. Heart rate 154. Let's see where it stabilizes. 155. Okay, near the end of these 6 minutes, 235. Heart rate 162. And I'm suffering. This is my normal racing heart rate, but as I said, the legs are just not ready. 3 minutes, 210 watts after this, which is by no means recovery. I'm hoping I can use that and I'll feel the benefit of 210 watts as opposed to 235. Here we go. This is tough because you can't relax. It's not recovery. The body just wants to switch off. We've got to wait for the reduced intensity and heart rate to recognize it. Come on. You see the heart rate's not really coming down. One 159. Come on. Let's relax. It's just a 2 minute block of 235 again after this. And then we get 3 minute rest. Spin recovery. So the end is in sight. But some more 235 watt efforts to come. But only sets of 2 minutes as opposed to this long, stretched out 14 minutes. Looks like 152, 153 is the lowest it's going to go, heart rate wise. Last 30 seconds of this 14 minute block. So pleased to get it in, but I've suffered. Heart rate 164. Spin 3 minutes, 125 watts. I need that. Okay, as you can see, just 3 2 minute efforts to go at 235 watts. It does feel like I've broken the back, but this is going to hurt. That 3 minute recovery just went like a flash. So let's just do it. Focus 1 rep at a time. 2 minutes isn't long. Get this done, and then penultimate one, and the last one doesn't count. Can always get that one done. Now, leave me alone and let me suffer. Okay, final rep, 2 minutes. The last one I didn't record. My leg virtually blew. I did it. I've done a whole session at the prescribed power without reducing the intensity, which I'm really chuffed with. But I did feel that last set, I couldn't get my heart rate above 155 and the legs were blowing, which is an indicator that, yeah, conditioning of the legs doesn't match the aerobic capacity. But overall, this session will help the legs get that condition back. So I just gotta do this 2 minute rep no matter what. And the legs are already exploding with a heart rate not even 150. Come on, let's do this. Heart rate 160. End is in sight. I got it. Psychological last rep. You know you're going to do it. The rep prior was far harder. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, that was the hardest session I've done in about 6 months. So thanks for joining. Good session in the bag. I'll be tired tomorrow. So 40 minutes of good quality work within that hour and 10 minutes total with warm up, rest intervals and cool down for an hour and 10 in total. I did an easy spin this morning and some skipping, hamstring rehab as well. So a pretty big day really of training. So tomorrow's got to be easy. Get the rehab going though and just spin the legs out on the bike. Session done. I feel like the fitness is coming on. It's just when I can get back to running. It's been almost a month now, get the rehab done on the hammy. There's going to be another week or two at least before I even feel like I can run. I've got to have the sensations of hamstring trauma totally gone. That's the way I'm treating it. And I've taken advice and had treatment. Electro-acupuncture. Yes, nice. Can't beat a bit of car battery torture. Right, I'll say goodbye. Thanks for joining. Bit of a long one, but enjoyable. Enjoyed making it. Thanks for coming on board on the Zwift Pain Fest. See you in the next video.